Oh, that was gross. Hello, everybody. I've been away for a few days. Uh, Depression sucks. I just didn't have the drive to do anything. So rather than try and catch up on content, I'm going to go to the latest and we'll go from there. I think that's the best thing to do. So anyway, uh, this is came out on March 31st, which was yesterday. I read through it a little bit. Always, every time I start a video, I'm not tired. I've slept all day, so I don't know why I'm yawning. Anyway, this came out yesterday. The Annihilus Saga Epic Conclusion. So this is going over how we're going to earn Annihilus in Dark Dimension 9. It talks about his kit. So let's get into it. And if you see me looking over here, I'm looking at the screen where my camera is, and my camera's over here. So just a little behind the scenes for you guys. So I have two monitors. One's right here, the other one's right here. And I should probably reverse them so that way it looks like I'm looking at you guys when I look at the camera. So anyway, let's get into this. Greetings, Commanders! Dark Dimension 9. He invaded our dimension and threatened Nexus Earth. Now it's time to take the fight to Annihilus and defeat him once and for all in Dark Dimension 9. Those who conquer this dimension will earn themselves an ally unlike any other, Annihilus himself. Here's a rundown on what's in this Dark Dimension 9 blog. Annihilus's kit. He's your own personal mini-boss. You'll need Gear Tier 21 for Dark Dimension 9. Play the Annihilus Saga leading up to Dark Dimension 9. Power up your chapter legends and experience new stories. Unlocking Annihilus gains access to the Annihilus Saga Epilogue. The race to Annihilus gives the top 100 players diamonds. Check out the Dark Dimension 9 planner on our website to plan your squads, which is live now. You can go in and start planning. I'm about to start planning, although I'm not going to get Annihilus anytime soon. Annihilus. Annihilus does not conquer, he consumes. And if you can manage to defeat Dark Dimension 9, you'll recruit this cosmic power to your roster. Personal mini-boss. Annihilus won't just be the most powerful playable character in Marvel Strike Force. He'll be your own personal mini-boss, a plug-and-play behemoth. Annihilus can slot into any modern team with devastating results thanks to the Cosmic Control Rod, a legion of disposable minions, and several new mechanics. The Cosmic Control Rod. Bend the battlefield to your will. A major source of Annihilus power, the Cosmic Control Rod, is a special effect that Annihilus gains only on spawn. So if you can pry it away from him, you'll have a chance at defeating him. Until then, the Cosmic Control Rod grants him the following. On enemy turn, attack that character with this character's basic negative zone power at the basics level 7. Attacks that would defeat Annihilus instead reduce his health to 1, cause him to reduce the duration of all negative effects on himself to 0, heal him for 100% of his max health, and then clear Cosmic Control Rod. Prevents enemies from applying battlefield effects to the allied side, such as Odin's Allfather's Fury or Franklin Richards' Future Foundation. Shields Annihilus from getting exhausted, exposed, darkness, stun, and bleed. Grants him 100% drain. All damage dealt by Annihilus reduces the max health of his targets by the same amount. He's immune to health percentage attacks. A legion of insectoids unleashed a minion army. Annihilus' basic ability summons 4 insectoid devourer minions. On their turn, they gain taunt to redirect enemy attacks. Both their basic and special clear all barrier on their target, dealing damage and transferring negative effects from the attacker to the target, while their special also grants Annihilus speed bar, making them a deadly horde. Special mechanics: sustain, speed, and mind control. Annihilus introduces several new mechanics to battles that'll severely tip the battlefield in his favor. Team Drain allows the drain from Annihilus attacks to heal himself and his allies. Psychic Shutdown. While Annihilus has his Cosmic Control Rod, enemies cannot mind control others. Speed bar control. Annihilus and his insectoid devourers can't have their speed bar fill, prevented by other characters' passive abilities. Annihilus! That took 6 minutes to read already. Annihilus abilities. Traits: Villain, Cosmic, Tech, Blaster, Mythic, Galactic Council. Speed of 128. Basic: Negative Zone Power. Clear all barrier on primary target. Attack primary target for damage and distribute drain gained from this attack to 5 random allies or self. This attack deals double damage to enemies with defense up, and if this character has any negative effects, gains 100% crit chance. Fill speed bar by 15%. If this character has Cosmic Control Rod, summon 4 Insectoid Devourer allies. Reduce the number of summoned for each non-minion ally hit this character has down to a minimum of 1. Transfer all negative effects, including trauma, from this character to a random Insectoid Devourer ally. This attack cannot be counterattacked. And then the only place you'll ever find this is right here. Is the ISO 8 counterattack assist, which it looks like it's damage and piercing, distributes the drain, and the double damage with defense up, and if he has any negative effects, it gains crit chance. So it doesn't clear barrier. That's got a weird taste. Anyway. Special: Decimate and Eradicate. Energy cost 5/5. Clear barrier on all enemies. Attack all enemies for damage. Distribute drain gain from this attack to 5 random allies or self. Reduce the duration of Safeguard by 2 on each target with either defense up or speed up. Flip all positive effects on all enemies. Generate 5 ultimate ability energy for self. This attack cannot be blocked. And his ultimate Annihilation Wave. Energy costs 3/8, which if you use his special, gives you 5 energy, so this is your turn 2. Clear barrier on all enemies. Reduce the count of death proof on all enemies to 0. Attack all enemies for damage. Distribute drain gain from this attack to 5 random allies or self. This attack deals double damage to enemies with defense up and an additional 300% damage to enemies below 50% max health. So it just hits harder if they've got defense up and they're below 50% health. Enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. So, his passive, Nihilistic Tyrant. On spawn, gain Cosmic Control Rod. This action occurs only once per Crucible or War. While this character has Cosmic Control Rod, on enemy turn, attack that character with this character's basic negative zone power at the basics level 7. So it could be level 6 you could have it at, and it'll do a level 7 attack. Attacks that would defeat this character instead reduce health to 1, reduce the duration of all negative effects on this character to 0. Heal self for 100% of this character's max health and clear Cosmic Control Rod. Enemies cannot apply battlefield effects to allied side. Enemies cannot mind control. Reduced passive assist chance of all enemies by 100%. Enemies cannot gain charged. This character cannot gain exhausted, exposed, darkness, stun, bleed, or death proof. On kill until the end of this character's turn, enemies cannot reduce the max health of any target. Enemies cannot have their max health or speed increased through passive abilities. This character can only have their focus reduced by negative effects. This character cannot have their max health increased or have their speed bar fill prevented through passive abilities. So Annihilus is definitely going to change everything, including Arena. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And these are his Insectoid Devourers. Insectoid Devourer traits Villain, Cosmic, Bio, Brawler, Minion. Speed of 116. Quick Attack. Clear Barrier. Attack primary target for damage. Transfer one negative effect from self to primary target. The counterattack and assist is the same thing, just a little bit less damage. Special Slam, energy cost 3/3, clear barrier on primary target, attack primary target for damage, transfer 2 negative effects from self to primary target, chain to 2 adjacent targets for damage, transfer 2 negative effects from self to each target, fill speed bar by 15% for a random Annihilus ally. This attack can chain to stealth targets and counterattack does not break this chain. Passive, Cosmic Bug. On turn, if Annihilus is an ally, gain taunt. If this character cannot have their speed bar fill prevented through passive abilities. Repair your roster. This battle royale requires your roster's heavy hitters and synergy to tackle the waves of enemies. You'll also need the latest gear that's heading your way soon. Gear Tier 21. Gear Tier 21 is currently available in the game for purchase. And there's some milestones where you can earn a little bit. So, to enter each Annihilus Dimension mission, it'll require 5 characters minimum for each mission, and Gear Tier 21 is required for every mission. You'll need around 25 total characters equipped with Gear Tier 21 to complete Dark Dimension 9, so utilize the latest characters and put on your Theory Crafting hat to maximize your results. Missions 1 and 2, any character, Gear Tier 21. Missions 3 through 5, City, Gear Tier 21, non-mythic, epic, or legendary. Missions 6 through 8, Cosmic, Gear Tier 21, non-mythic, epic, or legendary. Missions 9 through 11, Global, Gear Tier 21, non-mythic, epic, or legendary. Missions 12 and 13, Villain, Epic, or Legendary at Gear Tier 21. Missions 14 and 15, Mythic or Hero Epic at Gear Tier 21. And Mission 16, Any Trait, Gear Tier 21. To the victor go the spoils. If you can take down Annihilus, you'll earn a Mythic ally who can change the tide of modern battles along with gear and resources to fortify your roster. On top of key resources, here's what you'll earn. Character shards for 5 yellow star Annihilus, 2 red stars for Annihilus on your first run, and on the timed run, which is your second run, character shards to rank up Annihilus to 7 yellow stars and 4 reds for Annihilus. And then the Annihilus Saga. Leading up to Dark Dimension 9 will be the Annihilus Saga, which features 3 chapters, 1 for each chapter legend. The Quasar chapter recaps his chapter, while the Blastar chapter and Thunderstrike chapter each continue the exciting adventure that leads up to Dark Dimension 9. Here's how the sagas will work. They have 7 nodes each, 1 boss at the end of each difficulty. Quasar Saga. Easy has no requirements. Hard requires Chapter 1 Harbinger teams. Blastar Saga. Easy has no requirements. Hard has Chapter 2 Conqueror teams. Thunderstrike Saga. Easy has no requirements. Hard has Chapter 3 Stormbound teams. These sagas are optional, but you can earn a costume for each legend, character shards to bring Quasar, Blastar, and Thunderstrike to 7 yellow stars if you don't already have them at 7 yellow stars, red stars to bring Quasar, Blastar, and Thunderstrike to 7 red stars. Epilogue, max out Annihilus's red stars. After unlocking Annihilus, you'll gain access to the Annihilus Saga Epilogue. Unleash Annihilus to max out his red stars and witness the true power of Annihilus in battle. This consists of 5 nodes. Nodes 1 and 2 require Annihilus at 5 yellow. 3, 4, and 5 require Annihilus at 7 yellow stars, obtained in the timed run of Dark Dimension 9. Earn 5, 6, and 7 red stars, starting with Node 3. Sorry, my back hurts. Winter Celebration. Be one of the first to unlock Annihilus, and you can add diamonds to your Immortal Tyrant. This year, the first 100 commanders to complete Dark Dimension 9 will enjoy time-exclusive rewards of diamonds for Annihilus. The first finisher gets 5 diamonds for Annihilus. 2nd through 5th get 4 diamonds. 6th to 10th get 3 diamonds. And everyone else from 11th to the 100th place gets 1 diamond. The first finisher will also get to choose a 100 character shard gift that all players will receive to celebrate. Dark Dimension 9 Planner. Head to our website next week to use the Dark Dimension Planner. Organize your teams by the required trait to see who has all the required gear tier 21 and what pieces you need to collect. The Dimension opens soon. Begin prepping your roster because Dark Dimension 9 opens on April 15th at 2 p.m., which is server reset. And as always, please note the information in this blog is subject to change before going live in the game. All right, so I'm going to start planning for Dark Dimension 9. Although it is a ways off, it's nice to start getting your teams together. Pick the ones you're going to pick to invest in them. At the very least, take them to level 110. Yeah, I'm not going to offer any advice because I've never been in the chase for a Dark Dimension. The closest I came was the Xavier Saga, and I only got through the first 2 missions before I got stonewalled by gear. So everybody have fun.